Welcome everybody to a look at the fourth film from the Universal Noir #2 box set. Now this is the last of the films that I hadn't seen before buying this release, and it is 1948's A Woman's Vengeance. So this is directed by Zoltan Korda, who I've only seen one other film from before, which is called Counterattack, but I do own another one of his films that I've yet to see called The Four Feathers. It's a film noir drama mystery, clocking in at 96 minutes long. Stars Charles Boyer, who was in the likes of Gaslight, which he was fantastic in, as well as the horror anthology film Flesh and Fantasy, as well as Anne Blythe, who was in the likes of Mildred Pierce, Brute Force, and Thunder on the Hill, and finally Cedric Hardwicke. Now this is the 10th film that I've seen from him, but he was in the likes of Rope, Suspicion, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and The Ghost of Frankenstein. So yeah, this is about a cheating husband who is charged in the poisoning death of his invalid wife, in spite of other women and suicide also being suspected. So despite the mystery element of this effort being rather obvious, the rest of this is great, thanks in part due to the cast along with the really rather well written script. It is also well paced, the character interactions are entertaining, there is some solid tension as the tension mounts as our lead character. He's, being accused of murder, but there's more and more evidence comes to light that he might well not have done it. There's tension involved in the fact that he's slowly getting towards his execution date, so there's really good tension in that regard. It is also has solid. The cinematography is on point. The production is executed effectively. The score is decent, and it is highly engrossing because despite this mystery element being a little bit on the obvious side, the tension, the cast, the interactions between the characters are all really, really well done, and therefore contribute towards the film as a whole being, engrossing. And yeah, it's a shame that the mystery element is as obvious as it is, because unfortunately there's only really two characters that could physically have, contributed towards the death of the lead character's wife. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shame, but it's still a really, really good release. It pretty much matches Singapore for my favourite release of this effort of this box set. So yeah, really good artwork going for it as well. That's what's on the inside with the printed disc. And then we've got a whole host of extras on the disc itself. The 2021 restoration from a 4K scan looks excellent, by the way. It's got the original mono audio. It's got audio commentary with professor and film scholar Jason A. Nee from 2022. You got Huxley in Hollywood from 2023, clocking in at 23 minutes long. Author and film historian Neil Sinyard discusses A Woman's Vengeance and the film career of author Aldous Huxley, who, I think he got caught up in the whole Red Scare nonsense that happened in the US in the 40s and 50s, and yeah, which is a big shame because he's a really, really fantastic screenwriter. You got Mole Mystery Theatre, the Gioconda Smile from 1945, clocking in at 26 minutes long, which is a radio play based on the Huxley short story that was adapted into A Woman's Vengeance. Then you got French Town from 1945, a 12-minute documentary short offering a portrait of a small town following the liberation during World War II. Now that is narrated by A Woman's Vengeance actor Cedric Hardwicke. He's got a great voice, by the way. A lot of people have probably heard him more than seen him or at least know that they've heard him more than seen him, because he did the narration for the original The War of the Worlds, which, yeah, was a really rather great narration. And then you got a original theatrical trailer, image gallery with usual promotional material, new and improved English subtitles, and again, it is a UK premiere on Blu-ray. So, yeah, really, really good film. Like the previous one, it is more of a film noir than any of the other elements to it, unlike The Lady on a Train and Time Out of Mind, which had hints of film noir in them, but were not full-on fledged film noirs in and of their own right. So, yeah, really, really good film. Highly recommend watching it if you haven't already. But if you have seen it already, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.